We were talking about how streaming is more socially exhausting than retail. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Yeah. That's a scary topic right now. So with that topic, I mean, I think I have an idea of why it is the way it is. That's just a big can of worms. It's not even that. With that topic, it's not even that. Because like a topic like that, it could be true and it could be not true. But no one that works in retail or a shitty job wants to hear about whether or not streaming is hard in any capacity. That's it. It could be harder, and it could be harder mentally in many capacities, but nobody wants to hear that. Because why would you want to hear a streamer complain that whatever they do on stream is exhausting or tiring, which it could be, and it could be more exhausting and more tiring than what X person does. But they don't want to hear that. Who's working in retail and working that hard? I'm not gonna get into that, but and the thing is, it's a little bit weird because I would never say streaming is harder than like cybersecurity or any like difficult like programming position or coding position or just something like really mentally draining. I would never say anything like that. Is it harder than some jobs? Yes, no shit. It's like you have a graph that's going up, right? And this is the problem. So let's say you have 100 viewers and you make this much money. Let's just like this, 2 points on a graph. Try a warehouse job. I've worked warehouse jobs. I've worked 12-hour shifts. I've worked physical labor 12-hour shifts. I've done retail jobs, numerous retail jobs, while going to school full time. I've done a lot of things. Hopefully this will explain something. Is this gonna pop up or no? Why doesn't paint work? Paint. Where are you? Oh, that looks nice. Huh? What's wrong with OBS? People are lucky to be able to stream to make a living. Sure, it is work, but it's a privilege to be able to make... Yes, it is a privilege, yes. 100%. This is the problem that I think people have. Is it looks a little something like this. Are you make a straight line again? Okay. There you go. So you have... And then we're going to draw a shaft. No, I'm just kidding. That looks like I'm drawing a penis here. That's a weird looking penis. Hold on, let's restart this. Hold on. So you have this. And you have this. There we go. That's a better looking dick. Like this. Whatever. Doesn't matter. And whatever. Alright, so this is money. And this is viewers. Right? You get the point. I don't feel like doing that. So then you have money, viewers. The more money, or the more viewers you start to get, the more money you start to make. And it kind of follows behind. Not necessarily perfect, but... And then, also, there is something that happens. Do this. There's kind of a hidden thing in here. We're gonna make it like dotted. That'd be sweet. Make this like really cool. We'll make it red to make it scary. That's not red. Turn red. There we go. Red. Very scary. This is hate that you get online. Yeah, this is a vein. Make sure to make it squiggly. This is a vein, or this is hate. So you get more viewers, you get more money, you get more hate, and it goes up kind of equally. However, hate might even like be like that, to be honest, because it like I feel like it compounds because you reach like wider audiences that are like more unhinged. So this is what streamers talk about when they say it's socially draining. And I think this is what's lost amongst people. And I'm not saying that streaming is harder than any other job. Okay? This is how it happens though. Is this red line demonstrates hate, death threats, things that you have to encounter. Can you erase some shit? Sure, you can erase some of the toxicity. There you go. Just erase it. Just get offline. Well, you can't if you're a Twitch streamer and you're trying to make money. You could, but you can't. But it still persists. And this is what streamers talk about. This is the problem. This is difficult. Most people can't tolerate this. A lot of people can't tolerate this red line that increases probably at a faster rate than your viewership and your money making. This is it. That's it. This is socially draining, this line. This fucks with people. People get messed up because of this red line. That's what streamers are talking about. Now, it doesn't matter what's harder or what's easier. That's just it. This is the perspective that a lot of people go, fuck you, I don't care, you're complaining. I work a 9 to 5, you stream, playing video games or reacting to videos. This is why streamers, say it's draining, is this red line. Most people don't realize that, and most people can't tolerate this. That's it. Because I've been seeing this discourse a lot, actually. Everywhere. This fucking is streaming harder than a retail job or this or that. I've worked retail jobs. I've worked 12-hour shifts overnight. I've worked physical labor jobs. To me, streaming has been the more difficult thing out of all of those things. I have never worked in cybersecurity or as a programmer or someone that like if people depend on me for something. I've never worked on that. I imagine that is significantly more difficult. Way more difficult. So I'm not going to pretend like it's harder. I don't know. How could I possibly know? I haven't worked those jobs. And that brings me to another point. And this isn't something that people are going to like. Streamers often have numerous perspectives. A streamer will often they will have jobs prior to becoming a streamer. So they have experience prior to becoming popular or a streamer that then deals with this red line. So they have two or numerous perspectives. Someone that is working a traditional job, like I have myself, that hasn't become a streamer, has one perspective, or a couple of perspectives excluding streaming. And that's something else that people also won't want to hear is, streamers have numerous perspectives, so they can have maybe a more nuanced understanding of the topic. And that sounds patronizing. That's why it's like, ugh. But that's just, that's it. That's my whole thing on it. No one wants to hear about this though, and that's understandable. It doesn't matter how difficult or mentally draining streaming ever is for anybody. It doesn't matter if this red line is like death threats, people showing up to your doorstep, your loved ones being, threatened, a number of things, because the internet is full of fucking weirdos. No one cares about this red line if they're working in retail. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear how much money you're making. They don't care about this red line because this red line increases with more money made. That's it. Yeah, I had to deal with quite a few weirdos in retail. Yeah, the more money you make, the more people are going to resent you for it. And so my perspective on it is, I think the people that are just blatantly saying, fuck you, you're stupid, you don't understand, and it's out of touch, have only one perspective to reach on. Streamers often have two perspectives, and that's the retail work, all the hard work, or whatever they've done before streaming, and then streaming. And that's not to say they have a better idea of it, because everyone's job is different, and they tolerate it differently. But, yeah. But like I will say, streaming is incredibly privileged, and we're more privileged than ever to be able to do shit like this and make money, truly. Like, absolutely. Are people saying streamers don't know? No, there's so much discourse that I've been seeing like every day now, because there was some people saying like streaming is difficult, or streaming is harder than jobs that they've done, or it's harder than 9-to-5s, or 9-to-5s that they have done. And then that's blown up because you have like 14-year-old Twitter users that's mowed lawns, or 17-year-old Twitter users that like work at Starbucks, that like, you know, there's not a lot of nuanced perspectives. But then you have actual people that have good perspectives that are like, I'm 30 or 40 and I've worked these jobs and I've done streaming. Streaming for me is like relaxing because my job is very stressful. And that's also very valid and true, because for some people it is. I can think of some streamers right now that have incredibly stressful jobs and they use streaming as an outlet. You know what I mean? Because their job is so stressful. So it's really just about perspective and what you do.